Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to the caster. Things didn't go right for Shadow Boy nor Freight Train last week, and that's why we leave them behind. Things don't always go right in live broadcasting, and you just got to get used to it. That's what our contestants and casters are going to get used to this week. Production are going to make mistakes, and it's up to the casters to make sure they don't make mistakes as well. Who stands, who falls? Find out now on the caster. Hey, what's good, folks? Here we are in the belly of the beast, the spot where it all happens, Production Central. Putting on a show is a lot more than just two people smiling at the camera. There's a whole crew behind here backstage putting it all together. And the man that is in charge of all of that, at least for Hi-Rez, well, his name is Brad, and he's standing right here.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff that you guys have to deal with is us talking to you, letting you know what the next step of the show is going to be. Sometimes those mics get left open as well, so you'll hear stuff that you don't want to hear.
Yeah, they do.
We're going to replicate a situation as if it's an intro to an event, and they're going to be hearing all of the shot calls, all of the cues and everything like that, so they know what their pacing needs to be, where they need to be looking, where they need to be throwing their next throw. They've been given the chance to write their own script or take one that we've given to them. So we'll see who chose to actually change it up a little bit. But, you know, I'm predicting 6 out of the 8 of them are going to fail on this challenge.
Yeah, this is something that sounds really simple, right? Just talk and ignore what's coming in. Not that easy. When you've got something that you have to really deliver perfectly and somebody's just sort of yapping in your ear, trust me, it happens a lot with this guy, it becomes a really tall task. So we've got 8 people left. You're predicting 6 crash and burn. Let's see how they do.
All right, and we're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2017 Hi-Rez Gaming Gala, presented by Twitch Prime. I'm Gabriella Latigris Devia Allen, and I am stoked to be your host for the entirety of this event. I worried that I was talking super loud to try and overcome the noises that I was hearing.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Smite World Championship 2017!
I was a little thrown off on the start.
It sounds easy on paper. You have an idea of what you want to say. You know you're going to say it. Someone's going to be in your ear talking about production stuff. It sounds easy until you actually go and do it.
10 teams from across the globe are here now to go and vie for their one camera spot. And as well, they are going to be going for the World Championship Series.
You want to listen to what they're saying, and when you want to listen, you want to stop talking. You can't stop talking because no one else hears it. Or you'll do what I did and start almost repeating what you hear.
Knowing that these battles would be epic, I brought guides to our trip through the battlegrounds of the gods.
Now, without these crew members, we do not have a show that we want as smooth for all of you watching here and at home. When we go to the analyst desk, I want you guys to make some noise. Go to the analyst desk.
In 3, 2, 1. Host your live.
Some of it I thought I crushed.
And let's welcome our casters for this wonderful event.
Here we go!
Some of it was a train wreck.
And of course, what would their story be without a wonderful cast of colorful characters? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your Smite and Paladins competitors.
Dreams will be made and dreams will be broken here.
Over the next 4 days, we present high-intensity action with esports.
Your chance to meet, mix, and mingle with your fellow Hi-Rez community members.
The stage has been set.
The players are ready.
Here we go. Let's begin it all right now. Let's get down for esports!
Maybe I've overdone it a little bit, and that's my bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first day of your Smite World Championship qualifiers begins now.
Hello, everyone. It's my honor and privilege. My name is Rabies. Everyone, to welcome you to the 2018 Hi-Rez World Championships. Us at Hi-Rez Studios would like to thank you for tuning in.
3, 2, 1, you're live.
Hello, everyone. It is my
Camera
privilege and honor.
Taking camera 2.
It is my privilege and
Camera
honor.
1, you're good. Don't move. Steady your shot, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rabies.
Camera 1.
It is my privilege and honor to introduce you all and welcome you to the 2018 Hi-Rez World Championships. My name is Rabies, and I feel euphoric.
Camera 2, you're clear.
I feel euphoric.
1 and 2, give me shots of the crowd.
My name is Rabies, and I feel euphoric.
Don't move. Steady your shot, please.
God, this is hard. My name is Rabies, and I feel euphoric. Dude. I wrote a unique, different script. Everybody went with kind of generic, copied the same script, a lot of the same lines. Can I try this one more time? Can I really try this one more time real quick? No? My name is Rabies, and I feel euphoric to welcome you all to... Oh my God. My name is Rabies, and I am f***ing frozen. Oh my God. I definitely fucked up a lot of it.
If I'm being honest, I think I'll probably be in the middle, if not at the bottom. It wasn't my best.
That was actually hard. I mean, yeah, unexpected.
Oh, it was hard.
So I know that challenge is so hard, and I royally screwed the pooch on that.
We just got done watching people deal with stuff in their ears. Luckily, I'm not being judged. It's Brad's job to figure out how well these guys did. Let's get right into it.
All right, so that was a little bit different of a test for all of you guys. Going into that, I predicted that 6 of you were going to struggle with it. You guys did a little bit better than that. Only 5 of you ended up having a little bit more trouble than I anticipated. So there's a couple of you that I just kind of want to give you guys some feedback on and let you know like how you did and whatnot. So I'm gonna start off with Gabrielle. Overall, you did a really good job. What you wrote was really good. The scripting was good and everything. Honestly, you probably would have won if you would have taken out the Twitch. So I asked everybody to take out any branding or anything that would limit us branding or sponsorship wise. Otherwise, you did a really good job handling everybody talking in your ear and stuff like that. Rabies, let's go over how you did a little bit.
Let's not. Let's not. Sorry.
So Rabies, you struggled a little bit.
I did.
Why don't you, so I mean, you made it through episode 1. What was kind of the difference and how did you like struggle? What were the issues that you had?
It was just really, it caught me off guard, the volume in your ears, the headset being on both sides. It was just a lot, it was overwhelming and you're trying to get through the speech. You know, I wrote a custom speech. I really didn't want to follow the standard lines you gave us. I wrote a nice custom speech and it was just, it was difficult getting through it at the same time of having a ton of noise.
Eric, you just slayed this challenge. 0 mistakes. Based on your background and everything like that, I'm assuming that helped you get through this. Just so you know, if that, he threw in some like funny crowd noises. He was having fun with it. So you could kind of tell that like you're very, very comfortable with it. Everybody talking in your ears was no problem. So for this, you're going to be the winner of the challenge. So congratulations.
My man Eric, you went ahead and you heard Brad, you're the winner. And you actually, you get a big deal this time around. So you get to choose in which order everybody does the main challenge. And on top of that, you also get to watch them do it. So that's gonna be a really big deal. Congratulations.
I was pretty excited to win the mini comp today. It was definitely a confidence booster after the nerve-wracking evening. Nerve-wracking day of filming from yesterday.
I mean, Eric's great. He's got a good background for this, and I think it really helped him here when you got like production in your ear. It's something a lot of us haven't had any kind of experience with, so it helped him out a lot.
He's a great guy. I mean, he knows I lack in the maybe English kind of barrier department, and maybe play-by-play is not my forte right now. He knows that, and he put me as the last contestant for the challenge.
We just finished up our mini challenge, and before we get into our main challenge, let me introduce you to the faces and personalities that will be doing the judging here at the caster. First of all, it's going to be Mr. Alex Golden Boy Mendez. You know him from Worlds at least once a year and maybe some other things as well. Hello, Kelly Link over here right in the middle, former high-res sweetheart. And then, of course, we have my favorite misanthrope himself. It's Hindu Man. Everybody, say hello to yourselves, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the main challenge. For today's main challenge, our contestants will cast a game of Paladins. Now, Paladins is a little bit different than Smite. It's a high-action, fast-paced, first-person shooter. Our casters will cast as if their co-commentator's mic has gone out. So they'll be casting 5 minutes of Paladins action all by themselves. Some tips for our commentators: make sure to pace yourself. It's very easy to run out of gas in the scenario. And of course, balance the play-by-play and analysis. No one wants to hear the same thing twice.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, let's get into game. Right now, we have Moldamba going for that ripened gourd. We have Shaolin picking up that. We have Pluck coming out for the Makoa. Ruckus and Victor going in with gunnery over on the blue side.
Jacob on the Cassie. Androxus Invicol. William 355 on the Fernando. Ying, Dark Rider, Protection on the Drogos. Right now, what I'm looking at with these team comps is that on IWWA, we know right now that the only tank that they have is Fernando. And the issue with Fernando being the only tank is once he dies, everybody dies.
They have a lot of damage output with Androxus, with the Drogos, with the Cassie as well. So this will be really interesting to see. We can already see a lot of Cauterize over here and Wreckers for the side of Iwa, hopefully to deal with some of that shielding coming out from the Makoa and the Ruckus, and some of the healing coming out from the Moldamba. They both race to the point.
I think most of us are used to solo casting, so this was probably an easier challenge for most of us.
Shaolin dealing damage to the... Shaolin or getting away. Cannot remember that character's name right now.
I forgot Androxus's name for the beginning.
Neck and neck, sitting at 12. Like I said, Shaolin looking at them doing a whole lot of damage there. That's going to be Acids playing him right now. It's starting like Iwa, though, has established a stronger position, but First Blood is going to go their way.
As Ruckus is the First Blood taken out by Ying, with Victor going down to Drogos. The thing is, Drogos is going to have that aerial advantage over Victor. Victor's going to have to stay on the ground, so not much action there. Falling over as we see Androxus loading up, getting locked and ready. Baruch is a very powerful frontliner. A lot of damage coming out of him as well. Getting the shots over, trying to take out the Ying, but the Ying has backed over into the corner with Victor as well, trying to get the damage onto the enemy team, but is it enough? The points are rising for Impact. They're about to catch up to Ruar, who's at 78%. There's always something going on. Even if you don't have the depth that you're looking for, you can at the very least comment on the actual action.
Right now, we need to see IWWA get on this point and cap it, or Impact put up the defense and cap it right back as well. The healing coming down on the point. Impact trying to make their final stand here. A lot of damage coming out from Ruckus. He's just sitting in that corner, almost dead, gonna try and get out of there. Will it be enough? But no focus from IWWA is gonna come out. 2 big kills there. Wow, massive ones. Williams, Protection, taking out Nevis and El Zulu. And it is both around 70%. This is either team's game, folks. Finally, like, this challenge was the saving grace. Finally, my game, the game I commentate, the reason why I'm here is finally a challenge.
Your self-heal is okay as Androxus. He gets around the map, and he is very, very slippery, but the fact of the matter is he can't do it by himself. He is not a character that can hard carry a game, especially whenever nothing is going on for your team.
This is a strong push. We're seeing now Powtech here is going to be the one that's standing back, just kind of dropping out those bombs. His initiation, though, on his ultimate, the fear that he's able to push out is very strong. He's very close to having that charged up, so once he has it, look for him to be the one initiating the team fight. Iwa right now is kind of pushed back. I like this strong push we're seeing from Impact. They're almost halfway there with the payload already. 2 ultimates look like they're about to be built up for Iwa. That's going to be their chance to get the push built up, or actually, Jing, we just saw, had to use her, so that's already out of the wayside. They're going to have to wait for Androxus to maybe make a big move for him. Halfway through, once again, a little bit further than that, is Impact here now. It looks like Iwa's finally gotten a good stall. I think we're seeing a lot of that come here from this Canessa doing a lot of damage. I really don't have much casting experience outside from what we've done here, so like any kind of practicing or anything like that I've done. It was on my own.
That one alive. Aggressive roll, and she gets acids right there. Big pull coming out of the Makoa. Cassie does the dodge roll. She's coming back with the extra damage shots. And Droxus, he's looking really low. Is he going to make it out of there? He will. He dashes out. But it's a great push. 50% for Impact right now. They are very, very close to pushing this one absolutely.
They're staying on the payload. IWA is not even close. They're not on the payload right now.
He's going to have a big play there. That Ruckus is truly detrimental. And once again, following from the viewpoint of IWA protection.
Yeah, that's still good. Ruckus rocking that DPS. We still have an ultimate on that Drogo's protection is going with that AoE. So much swag, so much ShamWow. Sick him, boy! Whoa, what an amazing damage right there.
That's a big target with a lot of health that he takes out before he goes down himself. The dragon is slain.
Essentially dives into 4. He gets 1 pick, and that's actually a pretty fair trade considering they can't do anything. It's a 2-for-2 right now. It's a 3v4 right now.
Moldamba does have the potential for that bad mojo, trying to force them away a bit more, but everything comes down to this. 30 seconds left, and it looks like we are going to see this first point go. A clean 2 points for Impact coming in.
It's not often that you have a tank that needs to be protected by the carries, but that's what we saw just now. I feel like I did fine. I feel like I did well. The only issue is that I really think that something will maybe come up that I didn't notice that I did. Maybe if everybody did well, I'm the one who did the worst of the 8.
If I'm being honest, I think I'll probably be in the middle, if not at the bottom. It wasn't my best.
So I kind of froze. I mean, there was one point where I said, I don't know the name of this character. So I don't feel great about that.
So we've got 8 contestants left, and at least one of them's going home. It's up to the judges to see what they think.
All right, guys, thanks so much for for coming out and doing the business on some Paladins. As you guys know, I'm an FPS commentator, so I was very, very excited to get into this, and also very critical as well, because I know what I would want to hear as an FPS commentator. So with that being said, first person, step up, Ron Jobert. Your analytical commentary just brought me in, but hearing you talk about it really just, I don't know, it was fun, and it educated me, and I enjoyed it. You're safe.
Rug the Dwarf.
Similar to what happened in the previous challenge, your voice saves you here, man. If there are more gaps, for example, the uhs and the ers and the ahs, that will begin to be a mark against you. So just keep that in mind.
All right, Supersonic Blur, can you please step up? You weren't bad, but you weren't great, and I think we expected a little bit more consistency out of you. But with that being said, you're safe, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Next up, Tigress.
The amount of knowledge you put in the game could have been a little bit more detailed for me. You kept it very surface level knowledge. You mentioned Quarterize, but why is Quarterize good? You said it was good. You didn't tell me why exactly. What does Quarterize do? Just small things like that. I think you could have gone a little bit deeper in your knowledge side. And the pauses really hurt you today. The lack of pauses really hurt you, like it did with most.
You were presenting, not casting. So I want you to be very mindful of that, because you are in fact safe.
Thank you very much, very helpful.
Rabies, step on up. You had another filler word. You know what that filler word was?
No, I didn't.
All right.
All right.
All right, baby.
All right, yeah.
I'm actually okay with the all rights because the rest of your cast was so well-rounded. You had great pacing. The opening brought me in immediately. You had good pauses, probably the best pauses out of everyone here. And the one thing that no one else did is that you played towards the audience. It was the best cast that I saw today.
Thank you.
Step back. John Finch, come on down.
John Finch.
Your start was probably the weakest start out of all of our casters here. You have to slow it down. You have to keep in mind that when you go that fast and you're breaking down gameplay, you're going to lose the viewer. You're going to, confuse them. So ideally, we would not want to see it again moving forward, and it could be a huge mark against you. But for now, just step back. All right, Merlot.
Right now, I'm a freelance caster. Esport is my life, so basically I'm casting everything I can in Italy.
What does ShamWow mean, by the way?
Oh, ShamWow is when the fight, actually takes a spin.
Yeah.
So it's a counter initiation. That's so much swag, so much ShamWow.
Did you say swag?
Yeah. So
Swag?
much swag
Swag
and
and
so much
ShamWow.
ShamWow. That's the counter
Is
initiation.
it actually an Italian word, ShamWow?
No, actually, Yipes is a great caster. He's my inspiration.
Okay.
He does like Street Fighter and
Yes,
other
I know
kind of
Yipes
fighting
very
games.
well.
And yeah, he says like, oh, that's gnarly, oh, boldacious, oh, ShamWow, stuff
Curly
like
mustache.
that. That's very colorful. I think that's important.
And the passion gave me the cast. It didn't feel more than that. It didn't feel like I could hear technicalities of the game and the things that should be going on in it. If you are the most experienced and you think you are the most experienced in the Paladins knowledge base, where was my story? Where's my explanation of where the strengths and weaknesses of these two teams are? That should have been there. Passion's only gonna get you so far, Merlo. I need more. I really need more.
Yeah, step back for now. Okay, Patrick, you're on the hot seat now.
Here we go.
Let me ask you a question. What did you think you did wrong?
I spaced on Androxus' name and then I admitted it.
That's it.
You could have heard my brain at that moment. It was just white noise.
I could.
I get it. All right, that being said, John, you are safe. You actually were top marks. Had you performed just slightly better on your opening, there was a high chance you would have been the best. But you are safe. Congratulations.
Thanks for your notes. This was great. Thanks.
All right, Merlot, step up. You are safe by a hair. I want you to understand that, okay?
Acknowledge.
Not like you have to just fit what you know you're comfortable with doing. Yes, we are looking for a great overall commentator, and I understand that's what you were shooting for there, but the point of this challenge was a technical difficulty has occurred. In that moment, that's when you play off of your strengths.
All right, Rabies, please step up. Yesterday, the first day, I wanted to send you home. These two guys, they had confidence in you. They had a support for your case, and then this morning during the challenge, you were the worst one. You messed up, you cursed on camera, you paused, and you had to have just so much to bring it back, and you did. It was a phenomenal cast. Your experience obviously showed. It was just well-rounded. You had great pacing, good analysis, good action. You could easily have been just a professional caster right there. And you are, and it showed.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that from yesterday. I was looking at you like the evil witch of the West yesterday. You were coming for me. I was like, oh God, this woman is coming to get me, boy.
Kelly's evil, that's for sure.
Yes, very true.
But thank you, Kelly, I appreciate it.
That means, Patrick, you are the remaining person, which unfortunately means you're heading home today. Is there anything you'd like to say before we let you go?
I can't blame you. So all I can do is go home, keep practicing, try to come back stronger later. That's it. Thanks for the opportunity. This was great.
You have something. Let this be chapter 1 of a story, not the epilogue. Seriously, keep going with it.
Absolutely. Really, thank you guys for having me on the show. I can't believe I made it this far in the first place. I feel like I've already learned so much. It's really been a blast.
Thank you very much, Patrick.
I don't feel great. You know, I didn't want to get cut, but I don't know. I don't feel that bad though, either. There's the people here are so talented, and I just think I was too new. I was too unexperienced. I made a rookie mistake. I knew it when I did it, and when the level of competition is this close, I mean, that's all it takes.
I was down in the bottom 2 again, 2 days in a row, and it could have been me. It could have been me. I'm so relieved that I'm still in this competition.
I feel like garbage. Well, I knew I had some problems, but yeah, I didn't expect those kind of problems.
I had a blast. I think it's awesome that I got to be here in the first place. I already learned so much. They said I need to keep casting, so I'm going to. Even though I'm getting cut pretty early, they showed so much confidence in me in the future. You know, when I practice, if I practice and grind, I feel like I could get really good at this, and I would love to, because it's, even when it's terrifying, it is so much fun, and I love doing it. And so that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna hit the grind and try to, you know, start casting for some smaller stuff.
So with that, 8 turn to 7. We'll take that lucky number, and we'll see you next time on The Caster. Hey, what's up, folks? Tom Battinger here. On behalf of everybody that took part, thanks for watching The Caster. We really appreciate it. But if you want to dig even deeper and find behind-the-scenes action, some commentary, and all the other fun stuff, check out The Caster's YouTube page, youtube.com/TheCasterShow. We definitely appreciate it, and we'll see you later.